Have you ever looked in the mirror and wondered, where did that strong, confident version of me go? Maybe you still feel them inside, but they've been a bit quieter lately, hidden beneath the changes that come with time. And that's completely normal. Life has a way of testing us, our patience, our spirit, even our sense of identity. But here's the truth. Inner strength doesn't fade with age. In fact, this chapter of life might just be the perfect time to reconnect with it and finally embrace who you truly are without all the noise and pressure of the past. It's easy to feel like we're losing ground as the years go by. Our bodies change, routines shift, and sometimes we start doubting ourselves, wondering if it's too late to grow, to change, to find peace. But let me tell you something that I deeply believe. You are not finished. Far from it. Your spirit, your wisdom, your power, they're all still there. And in this video, we're going to talk about how to tap into that inner strength, how to reconnect with the real you, and how to live the rest of your life with courage, clarity, and joy. So stay with me, friend. Don't just peek into this video and click away. Every moment we spend together is part of a bigger journey, your journey. And I promise, the things we talk about today might be simple, but they can shift the way you feel from the inside out. You deserve that kind of peace. And more than that, you can absolutely have it. If you truly believe that God gives us the strength to care for the body He blessed us with, and you believe in the power of helping others, then go ahead, hit that subscribe button and give this video a big thumbs up. When you do, you're not just supporting this channel, you're spreading hope and health to countless others who might be feeling weak, lonely, or unsure where to start. Your simple click could be the reason someone else finds the strength to take control of their health today. Now, isn't that a beautiful way to make a difference? And don't just watch a piece of this video and leave, my friend. Every single habit I'm sharing today is like a stepping stone, and the real magic only happens when you stay for the whole journey. So settle in, stay with me right to the end, and let's walk this path to a stronger, longer life together. Let's begin with something that sounds simple, but often gets overlooked. Giving yourself permission to feel. You know, for decades, many of us were taught to stay strong, which usually meant keeping quiet about how we really felt. We pushed through pain, smiled through sadness, and put everyone else first. But strength isn't about bottling things up. It's about honesty. It's about saying, I'm hurting today, or I'm proud of myself, or I need help. Allowing yourself to feel, really feel, is the first step to reconnecting with your true self. When you ignore your emotions, you disconnect from your own truth. And how can we live as our authentic selves if we're not even listening to what's happening inside? Try something simple. Each morning, before you even get out of bed, take a moment to check in with your heart. Ask yourself, how am I really? Don't judge the answer. Just listen. Maybe you feel peaceful. Maybe you feel lonely. Whatever comes up, that's your truth in that moment. And there is power, real power, in acknowledging it. Now let's talk about something else that makes a huge difference. Surrounding yourself with people who uplift you, not drain you. It's no secret that some relationships just take and take, leaving us feeling tired, anxious, or even invisible. You've spent a lifetime giving your love, your time, your energy. And now it's okay to be more selective. Your inner circle should be a source of strength, not stress. Whether it's an old friend, a family member, or someone new from a local group or class, choose people who see you, who hear you, who celebrate the person you are today. Not just who you were years ago, but the person you're still becoming. And if your circle feels small right now, that's okay. Start by being your own best companion. Speak kindly to yourself. Treat yourself like someone you love deeply, because you deserve that, especially from yourself. Now that we've talked about the power of feeling your emotions and choosing who you let into your space, let's move into something that touches everything, your daily habits, and how they shape the way you see yourself and the world. You know, habits are like little seeds we plant each day. And just like in a garden, the things we water, nurture, and tend to will eventually grow. The question is, what are we growing in our daily lives? Are we planting seeds of calm, confidence, and care? Or are we unintentionally feeding stress, self-doubt, and negative self-talk? At this stage in life, our routines hold even more power than we might think. Small daily choices can either strengthen us or slowly wear us down. And here's the beautiful part: we get to decide, one habit at a time. Let's talk about slowing down with purpose. In a world that praises being busy, slowing down can feel strange, even lazy. But it's not. It's wise. Slowing down gives you space to reflect, to breathe, to listen to what your mind and body truly need. When you sip your morning tea or take a short walk, do it with full presence. Don't rush. Let the sunlight touch your skin. Feel the earth beneath your feet. Listen to the birds. These quiet moments are where strength is built, not in the noise, but in the stillness. That's where clarity lives. And in that stillness, something else happens. You begin to hear your own voice again. Not the voice of expectation or old fears, but your true voice, the one that knows what matters to you, what brings you peace, and what you're ready to let go of. Now, here's another key piece that often gets overlooked: forgiveness. Not just forgiving others, although that's important too, but forgiving yourself. We all carry things we wish we'd done differently, words we said too sharply, opportunities we missed. But holding on to guilt or regret doesn't make you stronger. It just weighs you down. Inner strength grows when you stop punishing yourself for being human. When you say, yes, I made mistakes, but I'm still worthy of love, growth, and joy. If something from the past is still sitting heavy on your chest, I want you to try something. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and whisper to yourself, I did the best I could with what I knew then, and I'm still learning. I release the blame. You don't have to carry everything forever. Letting go isn't weakness. It's one of the strongest things you'll ever do. And while we're here, let's not forget the power of movement. Not just exercise, but movement that feels good to you. It could be stretching in the morning, dancing in the kitchen, or taking a walk around your neighborhood. Movement reminds you that you're alive, that your body, no matter its age, is still capable, still strong, still yours. It's not about looking a certain way. It's about feeling connected to yourself again. When your body moves, your mind shifts, your energy lifts, and little by little, confidence comes back. Every time you choose movement, you're sending a message to your body and your spirit. I am still here. I am still growing. So whether it's feeling your emotions, choosing who you spend time with, slowing down with intention, forgiving yourself, or moving with joy, each of these choices becomes part of the foundation you stand on. They don't just make life feel lighter. They remind you of who you are underneath all the noise. Change is a funny thing, isn't it? Sometimes it knocks on the door gently, like a breeze inviting us to shift something small. Other times, it barges in like a storm and turns everything upside down. And as we grow older, change becomes even more layered. Health, relationships, routines, even the way we see ourselves. But here's the truth most people don't say out loud. You can still change, grow, and become more yourself at any age. In fact, embracing change, even when it's uncomfortable, is one of the purest forms of strength. You see, inner strength isn't about resisting what life throws your way. It's about learning how to stand tall in the middle of it, knowing that who you are isn't defined by the things that happen to you, but by how you choose to move through them. Maybe your body feels different. Maybe your role in your family has shifted. Maybe the person you once were doesn't quite match who you are now. That's okay. That's not a loss. That's growth. That's life inviting you to step into a new version of yourself with grace, not fear. One beautiful way to embrace this is by reconnecting with your passions. Ask yourself, what lights me up? What makes me feel alive, even in a quiet way? It doesn't have to be something big or flashy. It could be painting, gardening, singing, writing a story, or mentoring someone younger. It could be volunteering, or simply sitting with someone who needs a kind ear. When you pour your energy into something that brings you joy, you stop waiting for life to feel meaningful. You create that meaning with your own hands. And please, never fall for the idea that you're too old to begin something new. That's a lie the world likes to tell. The truth is, when you start something in this season of life, you bring with you decades of wisdom, patience, and depth that someone in their 20s simply doesn't have yet. You have earned the right to try new things without pressure, without perfection, just for the joy of it. Now let's take a moment to reflect. What would happen if, instead of chasing who you used to be, you fully accepted who you are right now? Not the ideal version, Not the past version, but the real you in this moment. That kind of acceptance is powerful. It's the kind that melts anxiety and clears space for peace to grow. And that's the heart of cultivating inner strength. Not becoming someone different, but becoming more you, the truest version, the one who doesn't need to prove anything, who doesn't chase approval, who stands tall in their story and says, "This is who I am, and that's more than enough." So as we wrap up, I want to remind you, you are still becoming. Your story is still unfolding, and you have every right to live with boldness, compassion, and self-respect. Small steps make big shifts. Honest moments build lasting strength. And loving yourself, truly loving yourself, is the greatest gift you can give, not just to you, but to the world around you. If this message spoke to your heart today, I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below and share your thoughts or even just how you're feeling. Was there something here that made you pause and think? Let's talk. Your voice matters here. And if you haven't already, go ahead and like this video and hit that subscribe button. We're building a community where health, hope, and heart come together, and you belong here. You truly do. Here's to living your best life at any age, to walking in your truth, to standing strong in your spirit, and to finally embracing the beautiful, powerful person you've always been. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.